Let's go. Start this. I'll do no
So
introduction. Y'all know what the facts and proof is. Anyway, topic of the day, the digital disconnection. Can Gen X maintain real friendship in the virtual world? Who want to start?
I believe that you can. It's just a matter of, finding like-minded people, and then establishing a common goal and or direction. Um, and with, even though we may be digitally divided, it doesn't mean that we have to be spiritually, emotionally, and intellectually divided. And people that are intellectually mature also find other people that are intellectually mature, and then those people have great relationships, form, their own little groups and niches, and they fall right into it effortlessly sometimes. But like every other relationship in your life, you got to work towards a common goal. And if you're working together as a team, then yes, you can have great relationships.
Hmm. That
All
sounds.
right, I look at it.
Hmm.
I look at it like I look at our the group we ride with, and we support each other. Like all of us, day in and day out, we maintain a relationship that we physically didn't lay our eyes on each other, pound up, hug, or whatever. But the respect we have for each other is what we build over a time period. Me personally, when I started my brand, it was with my best friend, a 15. My daughter is 16 now. She in Germany. So for 16 years, this person been an individual that I dealt with from my personal issues, her personal issues, me raising my kids, her raising her daughter, her husband, my wife don't remember. But it's that bond you, like you said, mental connect.
Yep.
That's why I say it don't take DNA. It's that loyalty that makes you family. And we loyal to each other because nobody can say shit to us in the room without one of us jumping in their ass.
Facts.
What you think, Tam?
I definitely agree. I agree and disagree all at the same time because sometimes for some Gen Xers, because every Gen Xer ain't loyal,
Facts.
and everybody don't have your same thoughts, or they don't have your best thoughts in hand. I guess that's the best way to say it. But can you have a real one? Yeah, as long as you have to filter it out. It's gonna take you a second, but they do show their cards in the meantime. So yeah, I think there can be real friendships in there, but you also have to make sure that you're smart enough to understand the differences between I'm using you versus we gonna make this together, and I'm for you just like you for me.
Right, but isn't that a condition that we find not only in the digital world, but in our own interpersonal real life relationships, our real
Yeah.
life families? Because there's always, the controversy that gets caused from different ideologies. And I always talk about collectivism versus individualism. You have those of us that are, in it for not just our own personal gains and accolades, but we're also in it to build community. And those are the people that are collectivists. But then we will always have those people that are individuals or individualistic, and they only talk about me. What can I get? And I find that to be true just no matter where you are. But at the end of the day, to build relationships, right? We find common goals, we find common people that are a part of a collective. And from there, I just think it becomes fairly easy to have a relationship, even in the digital.
Definitely, I agree with that because some people are a whole lot closer to their virtual friends than they are their true to life family.
And I'm one of those people. I have to agree with that. I talk to you like y'all on a daily basis, way more than I ever talk to my biological family.
I agree with
Yeah, I agree with that as well.
that because
I agree.
I told me the other day that I didn't know she was popping in and popping. She like, I'm glad I'm happy. It's one of my own. She really don't fuck with her family neither. Like our family, really. You know what I'm saying? She just like, I can watch it, and I
Bruh,
think
hold
that
up,
she good.
bruh,
What?
bruh. You sound a little distorted to me.
Hold on.
I agree there was a lot of distortion. That's why I hit mute.
1, 2. Better.
When you said 1, 2, it was great. But then when you said, is it better, you distorted out again.
Sounds like a lot of air behind you, like you got a fan or something running behind you.
Now, you know, he ain't got a lot of air behind him. He got a lot of air coming out the mouth.
Whatever.
They go that family
Lung,
aspect.
lung capacity.
Yeah,
That
whatever. But like I was saying before I was messed up by the echo, like she said, she only got into social media because she used to watch me back in the day. And now they know her, she's following us in our lives. And we talking about a woman that's in her early 70s. The information that she learned about politics, she said, from our panel was enabling her to people that's in South Carolina, where she at right now, that's in her immediate circle that was confused by Kamala. She had the opportunity to teach them the things she learned from us. So we can spread our word and bring people in. Because I think that was kind of dope. Because I didn't know that. But that better.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. Very much so.
Definitely. We can hear you much better.
What are your thoughts, boss?
Well, I'm a little bit on the fence because what still vexes me about some Gen Xers is that the immaturity level and the selfishness of some Gen Xers that I have encountered um, when it comes to relationships and how some of them don't want to work together. And then on the flip side, you get some that really they have grown up over time and they have grown into let's make this work, let's work together, but during their formative years they were a force to be reckoned with, and they were people you really didn't want to deal with. um, and then when it comes to online behavior and relationships, I agree with you. There's things that I've shared with you all that I have not shared with family, and I feel more comfortable discussing with you all than I have sometimes with even very close friends. Um, and you all are on the line or the level with my best friend of over 25 years. Now, I will say that it's so easy, as we all know, to hide behind a keyboard and behind a phone, you know, um, but it's connecting with the right person, and it takes a while to figure those people out. And as we were kind of talking before we started recording, um, sometimes we think we connected with the right people, and it turns out nope, they weren't the right people, and we have to release them and let them go. And that's when it turns out to be quite sometimes hurtful, painful, and in some cases quite I, I I guess I want to use another word for dramatic, but yeah, we could use another word for dramatic. Um, when we realized the people that we thought were good, they weren't good for us. So,
But let me say this:
uh
if in my instance, what I don't like, y'all don't have to rock that way. Y'all still can be cordial. Y'all have a bond or a friendship. I would never tell no person that's on here and in real life who to be friends with. I just pull myself away. And I don't look at you no difference because I just don't feel. I hate when people say, I don't fuck with this person no more. Da da da, 'cause we fell out. So you can't talk. You got me fucked up. I'm grown as hell. You got beat. Now, within the process of now knowing what you went through, my antennas are going up. Like Cat Williams said, why your antennas wasn't up when this shit was going down? And my antenna go up because I know how I am. Like me and Clack, same situation. Clack had beef with a motherfucker. I thought that was my dude. And I had to let him know. If you think it's about Clack when I'm not fucking with you, you need to rewind yourself back to that day I left the room and never came back. You disrespecting my sister. And that's a loyalty. The same way when Clack went off on an individual about somebody disrespecting me. Clack said, that is like my brother. I talk to that motherfucker more than my own brother. So I'm not going to let nobody disrespect him. You see what I'm saying? So the factor is what we got to deal with day in and day out with these virtual relationships. That we eventually going to come behind these computers and be in each other life outside of this. Because we building that relationship. Because we supporting each other.
right. But you know what, Fax? Here's the thing about the situation, and which I'm gonna piggyback on what you're saying. If that individual will do that to you, they very well get around and do something like that to me. And
Yeah,
I don't
you're
want
right.
no parts of it. I don't want no parts of it. And once you cross the threshold of a certain age, I always heard this from older women. They're like they'll tell you there's things that you just have no patience to deal with anymore. And that's one thing that I have no patience with anymore in my life is I don't want a mess. It's just something I stay away from. So, hey, look, I walk away. I avoid it as much as possible. And will I be cordial to an individual? Yeah, I certainly will. But like getting into let's work together and everything. No, no, I'm good. I'm gonna avoid working with this individual because no, I heard that there was some other problems with a good friend of mine, and it seems like there's some problems there. Communication. No, I can't deal. You understand what I'm saying, man?
Oh, we agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. I agree with you
We
Wholeheartedly.
totally.
definitely agree. We
Can't do
definitely
it.
agree.
I can't do it. I can't do it because you just reach a certain age and you just say no. This is something I gotta avoid. You know,
Yeah,
because
we
I
in
have
our
no patience
50s.
for it.
We in our
Mm.
50s and there our 50s. Why do you want to play some high school game with an individual that don't got your best interest in hand? If that
Amen.
fuck me, and y'all know me personally, like I carry myself every day. I show nothing but loyalty and support. If I can allow you to come on my platform and promote your movement or whatever, that shows you the character that I am. I want everybody to fucking win. But when I see an opportunist, because I used to be an opportunist, but I never was an opportunist towards my friends. Like if a business deal came up, And I came like, yo, my nigga, what, bro? They got this shit going on over here. You want to get in on it? Nah, I ain't fucking with it. And then I bop it, and then you come back and later like you moved ahead without me. Nigga, I gave you an opportunity. You see what I'm saying? That's why I know all the work I put in is for a reason.
Right.
Because I'm gonna bring my family with me. Cause like Damon Johns, Mark Cuban say, and all them say, if I got 10 rich friends with me, that's 10 less problems I gotta worry about.
Well,
And that's all I'm looking at this is. If I move 2 steps forward, my team moving 2 steps forward. But them individuals that we subject in right now, it would have never been that. Because when you want to throw out questions about individuals in the crew, like, do you really think they do a lot? Or what they do? Why are you questioning it? We family.
mm-hmm.
Everybody has a purpose. It might not be your purpose, but at the end of the day, we family.
Right.
I don't think everybody understands that everybody play a different kind of role when it comes to your community. Because everybody's not a builder.
Right.
Everybody's not a doctor, nor a nurse.
Yup.
Everybody don't talk or don't speak in that sense. So everybody has a role. Everybody plays a role, no matter how you look at it.
Right.
And if you have to sit here and try and demean somebody else for
Less.
what they do,
Yup.
make it like it's insignificant, then you have to look in the mirror and ask yourself, what is your purpose?
Facts.
Mhm.
And everybody in my crew has a purpose.
Right.
All of y'all. The love y'all show me just by in the morning showing up. That's what I look forward to because that lets me know you still alive, you still on this earth, and you still in good spirit. Like when one of us missing, why we don't see brown sugar, or why we don't see black, or why we don't see food, we start rolling around checking.
Where they at?
And everybody make these posts. Check on the people that you ain't looking for. We do it every day without even having to hear no shit like that. We make sure we good every day from the time we pop up.
Facts, you keep coming in and out.
Oh shit. This is the day I knew this was gonna happen.
But you know what? People have a different definition of family, too.
What'd you say, boss?
People have a different definition of family. I think that's important to define. Um, I think that's important when you head into business with one another, that the definition of family needs to be clearly defined when going into business with one another. That family does this, family does not do this, you know. And we're very fortunate is that we have a running understanding of it. The crew that's together now. We've jailed together in that respect because we don't have that undercutting nonsense that you see sometimes in orgs, you know, and backbiting. Because I'm allergic to that kind of shit. I really am. Because
Yeah,
I
you ain't
can't,
the only one, sister.
yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. You know, I
Yeah, I
can't
can't
do
fuck
it.
with it.
Mm-mm. Because
When
I
I
will
see
pick up my pocketbook and walk.
it's like I look at boss. She come with that positive good morning vibe. Like I'm on that fuck them kids. Both on them.
Exactly.
I love these kids. And so I get to get my joy through her. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
And the things that she does for them kids to get them eyes open and talk to them like the old heads talk to us. I'm never gonna not want that in my life every day. The same way I look at all of y'all. 80 my like I got my evil side, but then he got 80 on this side, like, nah, motherfucker, we gotta pull back a little bit. Because all through that situation, 80 was in my ear like, didn't we say it was over? We done. We got bigger shit to do. You ready to go petty?
True.
I damn sure was.
Ready to go nuclear.
Yep, and he killed that shit. He said, your word said, non-factor, we done with it. Now let's move on to this podcast. And I left it alone. Never look back. And I had Donald one time on a panel, and I knew the person that ran that room would have let me light his ass up. And I just left. I cussed you out, AD, all the way to the bedroom. Giving me a moral complex. Got me over this motherfucker thinking that I can't say something to this nigga and he disrespecting me. Shit. But I kept it. It's like Clack ass. I love Clack so much because Clack caught my ass out acting dirty as fuck. He like, you going at the ops and fucking friendlies? If they say something wrong, fuck them. They got off that indigenous shit with me. I ain't saying that in the room with him in here. He pulled out tomahawks. But our relationship build is dope. And we bringing more and more people in like District, Pyro, we got Doug, Drastic, Queen, Brown, Victoria is like our auntie that we all wish we have.
Man, I wish I had one like her.
Well, Victoria.
Keep remind us of all that auntie that keep it 100. That boomer that don't give a fuck. But let us be us. Man.
I got an auntie that I adopted like that. Hold on.
Teach you about every type of brown and clear liquor, and then educate you about the civil rights movement in the same breath.
All in that same breath.
Mm-hmm.
And let you know we great.
Mm-hmm.
For somewhere, I don't know what happened, but I don't see a lot of black pride like it was when I was growing up. Regardless of the financial, the environment, we had black pride. That's crazy.
I see it, but I don't see it, if that makes sense.
That's what saddens me too.
It depends on where you are, or I guess where you scroll through. You hear them, but it's almost like it's hush hush, like we're sitting there taking, because even if you look at the younger generation, it's almost like taboo. And when you start talking about it, it's almost like, okay, we're really not supposed to be talking about this. Like that's their mentality. We don't really need to be talking about this. But why are we not talking about this? No matter how you look at it. So I think that's where it is. When you're talking about like Gen Xers, we're probably some of the only ones that's like, okay, yes, we're about to sit here and do this. This is how we are. But if you look at some of the boomers are like, hey, y'all sit down now. Sit down.
Mm-hmm.
Pipe down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's you have the few like Miss Victoria that actually do sit here and be like, hey, whatever you say, this is how it's going to be. But the one thing that I can sit here and say just on my end, what we're missing, unfortunately, is a lot of our black men. I see plenty of women. I just would like to see more of our black men stepping it up. And I do see it. I've seen it in Detroit when they come together. I want to sit here and say Chicago because I've seen a group and I started following a group in Chicago. But that's like, I don't know how many people that they have in their group, but it's only like here and there. It's like spots. They're not, it's not like the masses.
Like here in Kentucky, we got organizations that I'm about. That's another reason why I'm moving. A lot of things y'all gonna change with me when I move back downtown. Cause I get to interact with the dudes I knew 20 years ago. That they changed too. Cause I live so far out. I don't get the chance working all the hours I work to get to turn the corner in 5 minutes and I'm right at their barbershop or their restaurant. You know what I mean? So I strategically put myself right in the area and build them foundations. So I understand what you're saying, because we do got to step up, because that's what we've been doing, but we don't get the shine on it.
Right. We don't. I think for me, I think that I would like to see that. It's not, and nothing, not shading any women, but if you think about it, think about who they always as currently. Every time anybody speak, oh, Jasmine Crockett. Nothing against Jasmine Crockett because I love her to death. But where are our black men that we can sit here and say, oh man, he actually spoke this? It's almost like majority of them riding that fine line, like they want to sit here and be in masses laugh.
First, Ellen Al Green, all them. Oh,
I don't hear them.
Black men, because that's the news media.
True.
That's what I'm saying.
True.
If I'm not looking at them, but even if I'm sitting there saying, like, I'm in Georgia, I don't hear, and I'll pay attention to a whole lot of stuff, but you don't hear it. You don't see it. I see more of, I guess you could say, I don't know what they call themselves, but the ones sitting there trying to tell you that you're not African American, you're this, you're not even supposed to be using that word. It's almost like you're not black enough. Those kind of people. I don't know what the names of them are. I'm sorry. Whomever
Israelites.
Is that what they are?
They wear purple.
Purple and gold, I think.
Yeah, Israelites.
Yeah.
They came down here. They got ran the fuck about a little.
See, I've been seeing them, and I'm like, wait a minute. I guess I don't like the way that they come about it.
Their
Even if you're
approach
trying,
is black owned, and use the Bible as a poison pill.
Right.
They got ran up out of here because they couldn't handle the fact is it's not just a Christian Baptist town. It's a big, after Breonna Taylor and before Breonna Taylor, that was having a West End black empowerment group of a bunch of Gen Xers, boomers that was building foundation. And they was just in the wrong area. And the Bible thumpers was there. Counteract. I didn't go down there because I've been fighting Israelites all my life. Because I'm a 5%er. But that's another story.
Yeah, that is another story. But yeah, I would like to see it. I wish there was more.
Yeah,
for even for somebody that don't pay attention, or they're not. They see who they they pick, and they do pick and choose who they want to sit here and do, or they want you to see.
Yeah. News ain't going to show a black man standing up on business when it comes to everybody. Like, I seen a video last night while I was working. And the video was like, they want us to riot. They
Mm-hmm.
want us to stand out in the street.
Mm-hmm.
They want their version of J6. They say, look at it. And now that it's not happening, they ain't got a solution to justify their rhetoric.
And I
And
do
we
see
mean
that.
it. We eating popcorn watching you motherfuckers do it.
Oh,
And
they want us in the street to fight so bad so they can throw
Yep,
everything but the kitchen sink at us.
of course.
yep.
They want it so bad, and we are too smart for that.
And that's the
We're
part
way
that they
too
don't
smart.
like. And you
It's
sitting
like,
here mm-mm. Like it's hurting their feelings because we're not. So where
mm,
are they? Why are they not out here? Think about it. Y'all have not been tear gassed. I haven't seen any rubber bullets. I haven't seen any extra personnel sitting out there. Why is
Nothing.
that?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Y'all were able to sit here and literally almost tag a whole caravan for JD Vance and nothing happened.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And that's one of the
You want
reasons
to know what's
why they
crazy?
come in Monday morning, every Monday morning. And what's the first 4 or 5 people that come in the room? Nigga, nigga, ding,
Nigga,
nigga,
nigga, nigga,
nigga. You
nigga,
know?
nigga, nigga, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, gal, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch,
Mm-hmm.
y'all trying, but it's okay. And I think that irritates them the most. That didn't work. They go back to home base. That didn't work. What we do now?
Exactly.
Try it
Exactly.
again.
Hey, I had the old dude at work listen to the last one. And I said, 2 minutes and 60 seconds. We just started the live. And he heard it. He said he must got family that got hills, got eyes. And I was like, yep. And I said, for the other ones that were sitting out there as Trumpers, I said, this is what I get every day. And I thought if I was lying. It weirds us out when we don't get called it. Because we only telling the truth. I mean, like, we deal with a group of toddlers. I don't care. We are going to do reaction videos to the old stuff. I'll send you 2 links, boss, so you can go click them.
Okay.
Because we got to find that clip of the dude that went from, so how are you doing, to fuck you. Oh, this was a black man. But you was a Trumper 5 minutes ago. We all need to come together. And then what I tell him before I did it, I'm a trick. I'm a pop you. I'm gonna make you crash. So
Hey. Hey, and it's not a problem because I'm shelving books, or I'm doing miscellaneous things. And sometimes the lives are boring during the day. I don't mind re-listening to some of our discussions. So that's
greatest
right up
hit.
my alley. Yeah.
And I'll send them to you. And whoever else want to clip them. Because somebody might have in that live might have seen something that they wanted to be repeated. Because our lives starting to get momentum. Man. We got one that went up to 400. I think it was the dumb dude or my rant. That rant was fun.
It might have been that rant, because that rant, boy, you
Nah,
almost
but the
sound like
one
you.
but
No, the
wait, the
one you sound
one,
like Busta Rhymes. No,
nah, Tam, the one we still gotta find is Victoria saying, I'll be up on that front porch saying, bye, bitch, I got
Oh, sure.
papers on you.
Oh yeah.
But I
I've been
can't
up.
even think like what month that was or anything.
No, the video is up. It's about a month ago. It got Auntie
No,
Dick.
it's got to be more than a month ago. No, it's been a while.
I think I only go back 30 days.
Oh dang.
Wait a minute. You saying you put it up a month ago,
Yeah, I
but it
put it up
happened a month ago. It happened a month ago.
a little bit
It
over a month
happened
ago,
over a
but
month ago.
it's in my videos.
So you did
Right when I
find it.
started doing them, when I started clipping them,
That
I
was the
didn't realize I had
funniest
that
shit.
many damn clips. But ain't
That
nobody
was
beat the Quasi.
that was the funniest shit. Besides the water in the ocean, the faucet
Yeah,
in the
the
ocean
Quasi.
shit.
That
That
was
was
what I talked about.
I just
Clack.
yeah, he gone.
No, I'm here. What are you
Oh,
talking
he's
about?
there? Oh, you still up. Okay.
We love Clack. Hey Clack.
What's up?
Crazy Clack for me and Clack think alike. When Clack was like, get him. I said, I damn sure was going to do that today when y'all was going to go on somebody, I was going to be in the background going, get him. And when you said it, that's why I said it in that video. I'm like, that's what I was going to do to y'all today. I said, we think alike. Yeah. I can't stand somebody go up against their own. That's why I don't like black niggas
At all.
at all.
I look at them as just a waste of our time, you know,
Yup.
because they do the
Trying to crush
same shit all the time. They come up and they make they one little bullshit ass talking point, and then we spend the next 15, 20 minutes talking about they dumbass.
it just depends on how hard we talk about them.
That's the third
We're
grade
going to end
reading
this
level.
on a good note. The audio, we got to get over this thing. We got to get over Friday. That's it. But other than that, any last words on the topic?
I do have the thought process on that last part. And even though we came together I guess even asking all of you, when you're talking about in our virtual world, and that's our keyboard, and we actually do have the relationship outside of it. For those that like keep it and just kind of wander around, and then they make a thought of a connection. How long do you actually give a person to really show themselves? Because you do have a lot of posers,
Mm.
especially in the Gen X world. Because hey,
Let them sit there. They eventually, it's going to come out. Didn't it come out with the other situation?
Yep,
oh
it
yeah,
All
sure
was in them.
did.
it came
It
out.
was like a rolling ball.
But then that's also a testament, bro. Because when we look at how that situation unfolded, no one, you know, said anything detrimental about anybody, not behind their back, not anything, right? And we
Mm-hmm.
just, you know, because everybody was vigilant and observant, then everything just kind of fell the way it fell.
Yep.
And that's, you know, it goes back to what you initially said at first, right? We don't necessarily have to pick each other's friends. Like I could be cool with somebody that you don't rock with, but at the same time, there's going to be a certain level of respect, and we gonna safeguard that level of respect.
Right. I agree. I
So
agree.
to say what, or to kind of piggyback into what Tam was saying, right? I don't necessarily have a time limit, but you always on the clock to fuck up. Fool me
Always.
once, shame on you. Fool me twice, goddamn, ain't gonna happen again.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I only because I think I remember being in one of your lives, Clack, and I can't remember. I don't know if his name was Harry or something. It was something along those lines. And y'all connection is on something different. Is this on that gaming, the not gaming, but anime-ish kind of thing? And your live ended up becoming kind of political to a certain extent. And I know most of the panel didn't agree with what he was saying, and they were actually just jumping on him. And you were like, "Okay, hold on, wait a minute. You came back and squared it up like, hey, y'all don't pick who I actually talk to.
Right,
However, he
exactly.
chooses it. And you brought him back up, and they were like, I don't know why he bringing him back up. He was da 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 and this and that. And you were like, hold on. This has nothing to do with this. His views are his views, but what we have is something different. And I was
Exactly.
like, that was beyond
Yep.
respect to me, because no matter how they feel, they didn't sway your thoughts on what
My
y'all
loyalty.
connected with on a different one, on a different level.
Right. It's the same thing that I expect in return too. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Mhm.
Like, and again, like the situation Bro was talking about, I never once asked Bro to disown this person, but that person for me is an instant block out of my life. I did that more than 2 years ago. And I'd be damned if I'm finna let you back in to do more damage to me or the community of people around me. But I said, bro, you make your own decision. Just watch him. That's all I'm saying. Watch him. And bro watched him. And then when he went bad on Tasha, my sister, right? Bro said, yep, that's enough. Fuck him.
Mm.
You know, so as adults, we have to give each other grace and as well as the space and respect as other adults. You know, it's people that I don't rock with. Like, I'll give an example. The other day, another one of our mutuals came up and was trying to justify what the one dude had done against my brother the night before. And I'm like, nah, man. I mean, if you rock with him, that's cool. But I'm not going to rock with him until he man up and apologize to my brother. Period.
It was brought up in Queen's Live actually just the night before, and by some, not even technically a mutual. I know we're cool, or we follow each other,
Hmm.
and I don't, Mr. W. I'm gonna just say Mr. W. And
Okay.
he brought it up because he was like, "Man, that was real messed up. I ain't like how he came at facts. That was messy. Like he wasn't feeling it." And this is an outsider literally just saying he wasn't cool with that. He was like, he understood, like, y'all, but for him to disrespect, even on another level, he had brought it to Queen's Live. So it was just, yeah.
Yeah, he brought it over there. But, you know, that's that intellectual maturity that I'm always talking about. Now, that didn't happen in Queen Live. So why you bringing it to Queen's Live? You want
Right.
Queen to come fight your battles for you, but yet you supposed to be so much a part of the community and such an ally. That's why I don't fuck with them allies. I need accomplices. If I'm going down and we doing the dirt, guess what? We both getting our hands dirty.
Right.
But
No,
you
the
know,
person, no, the person that I was referring to was an outsider. It wasn't even either one of
Yeah,
them that
wait,
came over.
wait.
It was, yeah, he came and said something. Because
well,
I
you
know
Yeah,
know,
they
like
Wick,
I said,
you know, Wick and I rock together. You
okay.
know, me and Wick been around each other for hella. So if Wick saw the shit, it would not surprise me that Wick know how I roll and would, you know, speak up into that situation.
And he did. And he got booted for doing it. But and just like I was like, okay, I see where I see where he was going, because he didn't like the way that it happened. He was like, he didn't do anything. He was like, it was just kind of childish, no matter how you look at it. And that wasn't cool. Not with them, not in, in that situation. So
And
okay.
I'll be honest with you, I won't be back over there. You know, just being real, I won't be back over there just on my own shit. But I have not said anything detrimental to the host of that live or about that person. But
Mhm.
that's my decision. I just won't be rocking with her. Now, if her moderator come over, which y'all maybe get a big hint from that,
Mhm.
I'm good with that. I'm not gonna hold one other person, you know, responsible for what someone else
yeah,
did
like
to me.
we had a
Which
convo on the phone,
okay,
and I said what I told her, and she respected me, and we still doing business.
that's
We
what's up.
That's still my auntie, and regardless of who she chooses to associate with, again,
That's on her.
I don't got nothing to do with it.
Right, that's on her. That's not on me. That's on her.
And whoever else deal with them. But when that snake
Yep,
bite, I'm still gonna be there.
yep. You call me to clean up because that's what I do. I'm the Mr. Cleanup, man. I'll
I'm gonna
come
clean
clean
it
your
up,
mess up for you.
and I ain't even gonna do this. told you so.
Yep, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna come
Change
clean the
my
shit
style
up and then and
go
let you
on
come
this.
to the conclusion. Because what you cannot do is come into the family that I worked so hard to be a part of and to keep upright and
Build it.
say that I protect black people and protect women and particularly black women, and then let you come in and just say anything as a transgression against my brother. Can't happen on my watch. So, whatever. Maybe you can say I'm a gatekeeper. I just say I love my family and my people.
All day, every day. Because the one thing is, motivation comes off energy.
Yes, sir.
That's true.
And if you ain't got like what you call said, one of my mentors, bro. If your mentors ain't sitting there like you know shit, the people that you fuck with, and they ain't looking at every video and liking, loving, and sharing and all that shit, bounce them.
Yep. And that's another topic, man. I had to learn, on these internet relationships that I had to, rock with the people that rock with me. So when I go live, if you're not over there doing the same shit that I do for you, tapping the screen, throwing out a little gift or something like that, then
Yeah,
I'm not going to
reciprocal.
continue. Right. I'm not going to be out there doing that same shit for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to learn to match that internet based energy.
Hey, yo,
Like if you,
we're gonna say
like,
this. We're gonna do this live. We recorded this. We're gonna put this in the can.
that's what's up.
We're gonna put this in the can, but we about to go live with this. Because I think a lot of
Exactly.
people need to hear this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we can stay right where we at right now. We're gonna call this part one, the lost tape. When I put it up, what I'm gonna do when I stop, I don't even think I'm gonna edit this part out at the end. Man, I mean, we nah. You said something that got me. Now you got